What's crack? It's VangelinaSkov, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Trisha Paytas. We do actually have a couple of things to go over today, but I'm mostly going to be talking about her apparent collaboration with Ethan Klein, who you would know from the H3H3 podcast. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit about what's going on between her and Gabbie Hanna again. And with all the stuff going on with her at the moment, it's questionable whether she is just trying to stir stuff up with everybody, or if it just so happens that a lot of things coincided at the same time. I don't know, I wouldn't put it past her to sort of time these things on purpose, but you never really know. Might just be the luck of the draw for her. And also, because I haven't officially said it in a video, I'm sorry, I had pre-recorded stuff. Thank you guys so much for 25,000 subscribers. I'm very, very happy about that. A little bit in shock still, even though we actually hit this a couple of days ago. But I'm still kind of shocked that there's 25,000 people on the channel. That's a ridiculous amount of people. What are you all doing here? Are you lost? Anyway, I appreciate it so much. Thank you. As like a tiny sort of celebration thing. I don't know. It's not really that big of a thing. I'll just open up the Discord for a couple of hours, so there's going to be a link in a pinned comment at the top of the comments from me with a link to the Discord. If you want to join, it'll expire within a couple of hours, so just if you want to join it straight away, and I will think of something better to do to say thank you. Anyway, enough about me and you guys, let's talk about Trisha Paytas. But before we do get into that, if you haven't already, then please subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when I upload, and if you would like to, you can also check out the memberships, the little join button right beside the subscribe button, where you can get loads of extra benefits. So earlier today, Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein both announced something very weird, that they would be doing a podcast together. And in fact, it's already been filmed. Now, if you don't actually know why this is weird, let me just tell you that these two have a very long and strange history together, mainly made up of them absolutely despising each other. This all started last year when Ethan posted a video of Instagram versus reality, calling out people who were editing their photos on Instagram and making them look not like them. And one of the people that he featured was, no surprise, Trisha Paytas. And in that video, he was not very kind. He really dug into her. It wasn't the nicest. So naturally, Trisha got offended. There was a whole big thing. They fought, they argued online, and she at one point called him a disgusting piece of, can't say, because, you know, YouTube gods. Now, Trisha wasn't the only person that he pretty much attacked during this video. He talked about a lot of people, including Tana Mojo. And because of this, Trisha said that he was harming young girls. And she even put up a video talking about how he was harming young girls with his actions and videos like this. But she even took it one step further and got his wife involved. At one point, it was very weird. I think she said it was disgusting that you stand by him or something like that. And after this, there was just a ton of back and forth, mostly on Twitter, also on other platforms as well. And at one point, Trisha put up a video asking Ethan to leave her alone because it had just gotten too much for her, and he did, until she came out as transgender, which, as you know, a lot of people had a problem with. Which then again, a lot of back and forth for months about a lot of different things, with them saying they hated each other and then talking about collaborating with each other and then hating each other, until eventually she went on his podcast. Which, if you've watched the entire episode of that podcast where she's on it, it's a weird mixture of them kind of being nice to each other but also absolutely hating each other. It's very strange to watch, but yes, I did watch the whole thing, and I watched it in 1x speed. I know, crazy. And I wish I could say that is the end of it, but no, their drama together gets even worse. I've never seen two people with so much drama together who aren't like actually in each other's lives. To try and sum it up as quickly and concisely as I can, Trisha went on another episode of the podcast and they decided to do a bachelorette type thing for her to help her find love or something like that. One of the contestants was Ethan's wife's brother. Moses, who Trisha obviously liked because lockdown started and she got in a relationship with him, which was apparently against the rules of this game, which then caused a ton of other drama. Trisha and Moses broke up. Trisha blamed the Kleins. It was a whole big mess. There's so much to keep up with in this one tiny little piece of drama that I can't even bring myself to get into it. And now, after all of this happened and them completely hating each other, they are doing a podcast together. Not just one episode, a series of episodes. Every week, every Tuesday, they're going to have a podcast together. And in fact, it's going up tonight. The first episode is going to be tonight. And I, just like most people who know at least some bit of their history, know that this is extremely weird. But honestly, I'm kind of excited to watch it. I don't know why. They just have this weird dynamic where they just cannot stand each other, but they also play off each other really well. It's very strange, and I would really like to know what happened behind the scenes for them to get to this point, and I'm hoping they're going to talk about it in the podcast because I am going to watch it. And maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like this could end up actually being really good. I don't know why, because Trisha tried to do a podcast on her own. It was kind of terrible. Ethan's podcast is pretty successful. It's pretty well done, it's pretty good, it gets a lot of views and it gets a lot of interest, so I don't know. But it's just as likely to be a train wreck. I have no idea what's going to happen with it, so I guess we'll all find out together, but you can be sure as hell that I am going to cover it or do a review of it or a reaction or something. Anyway, I know this isn't the most dramatic thing that could possibly happen, but I just found this so strange that I really wanted to talk about it. But if you actually want to know like a fuller history of their drama together, there's one insider article which I will link in the description, which you can check out, which has a much more detailed view of these two hating each other, basically. Anyway, moving on from that, I just want to touch briefly on what's going on with Trisha Paytas and Gabbie Hanna. So if you don't know, these two have hated each other. They have had a lot of drama together as well, which I actually did a video on ages ago, before anybody was watching my channel and before I had any semblance of good-ish quality. If you want to check it out, that's going to be up here, possibly, if I remember to do that. Or the link will be in the description. Probably in the description. But recently, as you know, Gabbie Hanna came back from her break and said she was going to be staying away from drama. She didn't want to do that. And then announced that she had made a diss track about and for Trisha Paytas. Gabbie, please, I just defended you. Come on, I just defended you. Please, for the love of God. Be straightforward. Say what you mean. If you want to be dramatic, own it. Okay? And she also went on an episode of Drama Alert where she talked with Keemstar about... Did I just call him Keemstar? Keemstar about Trisha Paytas. Now, as a response to this, Trisha posted a video that was 15 minutes of her just talking, which are most of her videos. I don't know why I'm saying that like it's any different. Basically relaying what Gabbie had said. Whereas Gabbie had said that Trisha couldn't stop talking about her, Trisha says that Gabbie can't stop talking about her. And she again tells the story of why she doesn't like Gabbie, which is because Gabbie told the whole internet that Trisha had herpes, even though she had no actual evidence to point to that, and because Trisha thinks she's psychotic. And Trisha also says that she started to feel sorry for Gabbie at one point when she was having her mental breakdown, in her words, but that she's actually a terrible person and she doesn't feel bad for her anymore. But her main point in the whole video, I'm not going to go through every point she made because it's just a lot of drama that's not even that important. But the main point that she was making is that Gabbie is just constantly lying about her and that she can't seem to stop lying. And she even said, I'm not sure if you know that you're lying or you're just crazy. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me for now because I've run out of time and I'm starving and I really need to go eat something. But do let me know your opinion down in the comments about both of these things. What do you think about the podcast? Do you think that's going to actually turn out well, or do you just think it's going to be a disaster because of who these two people are? And also let me know what you think about the Trisha Gabbie drama. If you think anything about it, to be honest, I'm kind of over it. This is old and I don't care anymore. But if you don't feel like talking to me about either of those things, comment down below what the last book you read was, and if you can't remember the last book, make up your own title. I don't know. Anyway, as I said at the start of the video, please subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when I upload, and if you want to, you can also check out the memberships or the Patreon with the links in the description. And you can follow me on social media. Like, comment, share, and do all the things that I am supposed to ask you to do at the end of a video, and have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.